It's Fashion Trend Tuesday, and it's all about the layering, especially on days like this. You're probably just going to keep all the heavy layers on, but on days that it starts off really cool and then gets a slightly warmer, you'll want to have all the clothes that is going to make you feel good throughout the whole day. So we've got Miss Sadie Cherney from Clothes Mentor to talk about the importance and reasons to layer. Hey girl, both of us are kind of in layered looks today.
This is the best day to talk about it with the weather that we've got. And you know, I think the first thing is, why do we layer? And we layer, the ultimate goal is we want to be warm in the cool evening, in the cool morning, and we want to be comfortable whether we're working inside or in the middle of the day when the sun comes out, not on a day like today.
Right. Today's one of those days that, you know, anything goes. Whatever you're comfortable in, just do that.
Exactly. So it's going to be a combination of breathable and insulating layers. So typically when I look at a base layer, the first thing that I think to myself is, how do I find something that is going to wick? Now this is totally different than how you would, you know, dress yourself if you were looking for a performance fabric, like if you were hiking in a cold climate. We're looking at like everyday fashion.
Just everyday chill.
Yeah, exactly. And so for that, cotton is perfect. You know, you want a cellulose fiber, which is going to wick sweat away from your body. And the reason that's important is if it sits there, it's going to stain your sweater, it's going to stain your outer layers. And if you get chilled with your sweat, you're much more likely to be very cold later.
Okay.
Right? So a great example of that is right here. We just have a basic t-shirt, and that, for simple layering purposes, that's going to be a comfortable fabric against the skin, and it's going to be perfect to kind of wick sweat away. Right?
But I love this look. So you get the I mean, first all the colors kind of go together. This is like a cool.
Yeah, and so these in-betweens, you've got so many options, and that's the nice thing is once you've got something comfortable underneath, you can do a flannel like this. It's going to be perfect. It's going to draw, again, any moisture away from the body, but it's also going to provide a layer of warmth if you choose to take this moto jacket off during the middle of the day.
I love that too, because sometimes these shirts are hard because you're like, ooh, if I button them, it's going to pull. Here, you don't need a button now too, so that's another.
Exactly, and so that's kind of a theme you'll see. Like here we've got kind of a pack and go, and I love these rich velvet fabrics that we're seeing in these puffer vests and jackets.
And the color too, that's a fun.
Right, and so this is going to be a color that looks flattering on all skin tones, and this is going to be something, if you're traveling, or if you're a person who's just going to ball it up, like you don't have a good place to put it at work, this is going to be a great piece for you. And what we've done here is we've layered it with a cardigan. So again, we've got a cotton fabric closer to the skin, so that there's no chance that you're going to get sweaty in the middle of the day. You've got lots of options for different temperatures.
That's so smart, thinking about that, because sometimes it's not just about being comfortable, it's about just getting the sweat away and not.
Yes, exactly, like really planning ahead. And so over here we have this Y2K look, and this is one of my favorite things I think we're going to see through the winter and, you know, on into spring. So we've got this vibrant pattern, and we've got the fake fur, and the fake fur look is something that you're going to see like fake looking mink, fake looking teddy bear stuff, and that's actually a fake looking like a bolse lamb look.
Yeah,
it's just something different. So we've seen a lot of those fleeces. Yeah, those high pile fleece, and this is kind of a different take on that. Now, combined with a wide weft corduroy, so that's the corduroy with the big chunks instead of the skinny ones, that's wide weft. Something like that with a Birkenstock, and you've got a really fun 2000s look that's also really comfortable. So that sweater is going to be breathable, and it will have a layer under it. So you could wear that all the way out in the winter. As we're doing things like downtown on the street, you'll be warm enough, but when you walk into one of the really overheated restaurants, you're also going to be
okay, now I can breathe
as you eat your dinner. Yeah, absolutely.
That is so true, because we've got such a walkable town, but it's like you got to be prepared to walk in the elements and then go inside.
Yes, you open the doors and the heat hits you.
You're like, woo!
Yeah, and so there are a couple things I try to avoid when I'm layering.
Yes.
And one of them is when we've got these awesome patterns, you want to make sure that when you're layering patterns that they're not the same size. So if we're looking at a big, bold pattern like that, we'll use something like a texture or a solid like that jacket to go with it, and that way it doesn't look super busy like you're just putting all the things on it.
Kind of numbs it down a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And with something like this where we've got a lot of volume, you've got space to do volume. The statement sleeves that have been so popular this year, this would be the type of sleeve you'd want to mix with that.
See, Sadie, you always give us such great choices at such a reasonable price. Clothes Mentor 1 in Greenville, 1 in Spartanburg. We appreciate you.
Thanks for having us.
You got it, girl.